Isaiah chapter 30 verse
ಯೆಶಾಯನ ಗ್ರಂಥ 30ನೇ ಅಧ್ಯಾಯ.
verse 21.
ಯೆಶಾಯನ ಗ್ರಂಥ 30ನೇ ಅಧ್ಯಾಯ 21ನೇ ವಚನ.
Somebody read.
ನೀವು ಬಲಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿ ಎಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿ ತಿರುಗಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವಾಗ ಇದೇ ಮಾರ್ಗ, ಇದರಲ್ಲೇ ನಡೆಯಿರಿ ಎಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹಿಂದೆ ಆಡುವ ಮಾತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಿವಿಗೆ ಬೀಳುವುದು. ಆಮೆನ್.
Here I'll be talking about listening to God. So if anybody tells you to do something or asks you to do like anything, something they want you to have favor or ask you to do something, we'll do it now. If anybody asks us or something, we'll do it. We'll like listen to them and we'll do it. See, even the same way with God also. When God tells us to do something, listening to Him is our first priority, right? When God tells us to do something important, or if God comes to us and says, "Okay, child, do this for me," yeah, we'll do it, right? When we do it, God will bless us. He will guide us. He'll tell us to do more things for Him, and He'll stay with us. He'll be with us. So, as I was saying, I'll be talking about listening to God. So many people, when God tells that person to do something, or to like just do something which is small or which is big, that person will sit and think, "No, this is too risky for me. This may lead me to my death. This is very bad for me." Like how Jonah, when God told him to go to the city and pray and help them there, what did he do? He said okay, but he went to hide from God, to escape from there. Why? Because he didn't trust in God, because he thought, if I go there, it'll let those people die only. It will leave those people, don't do anything for them, right? So when Jonah, when he did that, what did God do to him? He sent one great thunderstorm. The people threw him off the boat. He got swallowed by a whale. 3 days he stayed in the whale. He wasted his time. He could have just went to the place, stayed there, talked to the king, tell them, if you stop doing all these things and just ask forgiveness from God, you will be saved. You will be good. You will become back to God. But he didn't listen to God. What he did, he just said, "Okay, I'll hide from God. I can't do this." Is it possible to hide from God? Even if you dig the earth fully down, even if you bury yourself, God can still see you and He can still hear your heartbeats. Can He not? He can. Right? He can still hear what you're doing, even if you go to another planet, even if you go anywhere in this place, He can still hear you and He can still see you. So when Jonah did this, he just left it off. But since we all learned about all these great stuff, back then Jonah didn't know anything. He just said, "Okay, I'll hide from God." No. Even after us knowing, if we try the same thing, what will happen to us? Same, right? After knowing what will happen if we don't listen to God, what will happen to us? Same, right? So whatever God tells us to do, it's for a good matter only. If He's telling us to go help somebody, it's good for us and it's good for that person as well. Last time I talked about if helping others, it is blessing for us. It is a blessing for us from God, right? It will be good for that person and us. While listening to God, He will always tell us to do the good thing. If God tells us to do something and if it's like risky, right? Like example, telling us to go to Mount Everest or doing something there, or going to a place and preaching there, which is a place which is very scary, which is very dangerous for the normal person to go there. Many people say, "No God, I'll die. No God, no God, no God." No. See, when God tells us to do something, He'll tell us because He will take care of us. Yes, whenever the place He takes us to go, yeah, even if it's dangerous, even if it's a crooked path, we still have to listen to God, because we at least have to know, okay, God is telling us to go there. We will put our trust in God and we will go there, right? Huh? Without putting trust in God, what will happen to us? Huh? Somehow, somewhere we'll go to crooked road only and we'll fall out there itself. Right? Huh? Without listening to God and without trusting in Him, it's a dangerous path to go to. Like, not at all listening to God, not at all putting trust in Him. It's a very slanted path for us. So if we listen to God and just say, okay God, I will listen to you, I'll put my trust in you, God will know, okay, my child has put his trust or her trust on me, I have to take care of my child. Right? God will at least keep that in his head. He'll at least keep that with him. So when even in all the things, even here itself, whether you turn to the right or the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, this is the way, walk in it. A voice is behind you. Remember, even if you don't know the proper way, just listen to God. If he says right is the proper way, listen to Him, because right is the right way. If He tells left is the right way, listen to Him. Left is the right way. But if God tells you go left and you go right, which way are you going? Are you going to the good way or are you going to the bad way? Bad way. See, God will tell us the correct way. So we have to listen to Him. Yes, if we ask God for something, He'll first check and see if that thing we are asking for Him is useful. If that thing that we are asking Him is something that we need. If He thinks that saying that, okay, this child doesn't really need it, He won't give it to us. But if He thinks that this child needs it, He will give it to us. But with God, don't think that. Because whatever God tells us to do, it is obviously good for us. Don't say, let me think this through. No, this is bad for me. I won't do it. This is very bad for me. I won't do it. No, whatever God tells us to do, it's always the right thing, always the good thing. Remember, a father never wants anything bad to happen to his child. He never tells the child to do something bad, or in case there are two narrow ways and the father always tells you to go through the right way. Right, Dad? Yeah, the father will always tell you to do something right. Even if I ask Daddy to buy me something, he'll first check and see if I really need it or if I don't need it. If he thinks I need it, he will buy it for me or he will get it for me. If not, he will leave it. He will say, no, it is not useful for us. Same with God. He will also do the same thing. See, this is all like listening to God or understanding God and doing His things is all obedience, right? Listening to Him is just obedience. So if you're obedient to God, if you're always listening to Him, where will we go after we die? Tell me. Heaven only, no. But if you keep on saying, no God, I won't do this, I'll do it later, no God, I don't want to do it, it's deadly for me, no God, it is dangerous for me, where will you go? Hell only, no. Where else you go? That's why always listening to God is the best place for you. Because it's either you go through a beautiful pearly gate of a wonderful place, or it's either you go to a fiery gate with redness and leads to horrible pain. Which gate you guys choose? Tell me which gate. One or A or B? A only, no. A is only much better for you now. Then obedience with God is much better than disobedience. Right? In earthly way, obedience, yes, it may be tough for us saying, if I do this, it's going to take so much tiring. I'm going to be my whole body will pain. But obedience, even of all of that, we still have to do obedience to God. Even if it pains for you, just remember, okay, this is obedience. We have to do it. But in earthly way, if you say, okay, I'll not do it, I'll save my time, go here and there, enjoy with other people, nicely sleep, do nothing. What is that? Disobedience only, na? If God tells us to do something, it's disobedience. Right? It will be relaxing for us in earthly time, but once we then once we go to judgment, what will be relaxing for us? Where will be relaxing? Huh? Hell will be relaxing for you or what? No. Hell is nicely, they'll give nice spa there for you. Nice seat it will give, nice swimming pool it will give or what? Tell me. No, heaven only will give such great places now. 10 times, 1,000 times better heaven will have. So what is the thing? Doing your hard work and serving God in earth and going to a better place, or just leaving God and say I won't do this and going to hell next day? Which is better for you, A or B? A only, right? So if you keep on obeying God and if you keep on listening to God, you'll find small pieces of every time listening to Him, a golden piece. And once you die, that golden pieces will lead up to a golden key that will shine, and that key will lead you to heaven's gates.
Amen.
That key
Praise
will
God.
open the door of heaven for you. But if you keep on disobeying God and say, no God, I won't do it, only pieces of red color key only you guys will get. Once you die, that red pieces will turn into a red key, will lead you to a fiery red painful gate. It's either you go to a pearly gate or a pain gate. Which gate you choose? The golden gate, right? See, the golden gate is the best gate ever made. Have you ever seen in earth a golden gate? A shining, pearly, filled with jewels, gold gate. Have you ever seen it in earth? No, you never have. Have you? Never. So it's best to choose and obey God, listen to Him, and always trust in Him and say, okay God, whatever God is telling me to do, I will do it. That's the best place for you. That's the best thing for you which you have ever done in your life. Listening to God, obeying Him will lead you for a better life. Will give you a good path in life. Disobeying God and not listening to Him will just lead you to a crooked path with no way, no going back, just to go in front. Okay. Once if you keep on stepping on the golden path, you can't turn back. Can you? Just keep on going till you reach the golden gates. But if you do the same with disobedience, can you go back and choose the other way? Continuously. Yes, if you keep on doing the bad stuff and you say, okay, I'm doing bad, I will ask God for forgiveness and I'll go back to the path. But once you die and once you say, God, please forgive me, why will God listen to you? He'll just send you to hell only. The gate, can the red gate open the golden gate? Can the small key open the big door? No, right? Exactly. So it's best to always listen to God and obey His words. For His words are great and it will help us in our life. You have to always choose the gold key and the gold gate. Never the red key and the red gate. May God bless this verse.